up and I change the game.
Hey, what's up everybody? It's your boy Tristan Barracks here, the digital storyteller, and I'm super excited to be talking to you today because we will be discussing the new Bruno Mars video called Finesse featuring Cardi B. Let's go! Woo! Now, quick note before we dive right in, I just want to let you know why I created this video. I am a lover of great art. I love visual art. I love creative photography. I love creative cinematography. I love the culinary arts. I love the musical arts. So I appreciate all of these things, and there are a lot of artists that inspire me. And when things inspire me, I want to share it with people. I want to tell people why it's dope and the reasons for it being so dope and the reasons why we love it so much and we want to watch it and listen to it and eat it and experience it over and over and over again. And this is why I want to make a couple more of these videos to talk about some things that inspire me. The first reason why I love Finesse by Bruno Mars is because it's a celebration of authenticity. Now, what I mean by it being authentic, it's true to who Bruno Mars is. He is a performer, he is an artist, he is an appreciator of history, of not just any history, but musical history and genres, specifically urban, funk, R&B, hip hop. All of those genres have really influenced how he has developed as an artist. And the thing that I love about Bruno Mars is that he's not afraid to embrace urban culture. He's not afraid to say, hey, listen, back in the day, there were some dope things that they did in the 80s, in the 70s, in the 60s. There were some super amazing soul groups or some funk groups or some rock groups. And I want to infuse that style, that nostalgic feel into my music. I love that about Bruno Mars. That just makes him so dope to me, that he can embrace that authenticity of different eras and then infuse it into 2018. That's mind-blowing, especially when we see so many artists in the music industry today just doing the status quo. And he doesn't just infuse just the musical part of it, but he infuses the authentic culture behind it. So even with this music video, Finesse, you can see so many Easter eggs, if you want to call it, of 90s culture, of late 80s, early 90s culture. And it's just so dope, from, you know, the baggy pants swagger to the bangle earrings and to the red lipstick on the girls, to the braids, to the crisscross colors, you know, the greens and the oranges and the blues. Like, it's just mind-blowing how much detail and how much thought they put into being super authentic, because they want to celebrate the authenticity of that era. The second reason why I love Finesse by Bruno Mars is because it celebrates true hip-hop culture. I mean, listen, if you grew up between late 70s to early 90s, you would understand what I mean. I'm not saying hip-hop today isn't dope in its own right, but it came from a very gritty, authentic, celebratory, communal space and idea. Hip-hop culture was about bringing people together. It was about expressing your frustrations in an artistic, non-violent way. It was about being 100. That was like the most important thing, was that, you know, you repped your block, you repped your city, you repped your state. If you were from Bronx, you were from Bronx. If you were from Queens, you were from Queens. If you were from Brooklyn, you were from Brooklyn. From the clothing to the music to the vocals to the dance moves. I mean, listen, I was seeing Cabbage Patch in that video. I was seeing the Running Man. My mind was just flooded with all these memories of all these awesome dance moves that we tried out in our living rooms, in our basement apartments, anywhere we could, just to express ourselves and just to celebrate culture and celebrate each other in our communities. The other thing that we can't overlook about this video in terms of celebrating true hip-hop culture is the fact that it's telling a story. It's telling a story about, you know, going to a basement party and meeting that girl and finessing and talking to her and walking up to her. The social media of that time was a basement party, was a concert, was a jam, was all of the shows that showed up on Fox that we all watched and then talked about the next day. Even the way the video was shot, in terms of it being shot in 30 frames per second, really was true to that sort of in living color, Fox, realistic vibe that we all remember and love. And that was so intentional and so cool. Even the way that certain frames, they shift from one angle to another. There's the double sort of cuts. There are shots where the camera is low, shooting the talent high, making the talent look a little bit more grittier, a little bit more intimidating. I mean, there's just so many things that really are a salute to 90s and 80s videos and video culture and hip hop music culture. The last reason why I love the Bruno Mars Finesse video featuring Cardi B is because it's not polished. Man, I don't know. I don't know what to say. I know this sounds weird. I know that I'm a super perfectionist as a creative, as a digital storyteller. I miss that sort of element of roughness or unpolished finish to music videos. I feel like every music video looks so shiny and looks so perfect. I love the fact that it was shot in 30 frames per second. I love the fact that there's a little bit of shakiness to it. I love the fact that it's nostalgic enough to throw us back to an In Living Color episode. I love the fact that you know people are up in the camera and they're giving a growl, they're giving a stare, and they're tripping and finesse, and they're doing all that stuff that's like, I mean, in the moment you may feel kind of weird, but when you see it, you just feel that energy and you feel that vibe and you feel that excitement of being together and celebrating and dancing and vibing off of each other. There was a level of unpolished unfinishedness to our life, to our dancing, to our moves, to our jokes that made those memories so amazing. And I think that's what it's really doing well, is the fact that it's recreating our memories. It's recreating that sort of era in our lives for those of us that grew up in that era that has kind of been lost, that sort of authenticity, that level of just, I don't care, I'm gonna let my hair down, I'm gonna have fun, I'm gonna vibe out, I'm gonna dance like you've never seen a person dance before, I'm gonna connect up with people, we're gonna have jokes, we're just gonna vibe out. And with the inclusion of this sort of digital era of social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all this other stuff, we've almost been bombarded with all of these fake, surreal representations of people's lives. Whereas back in the day, somebody would pick up their VHS video camera and they would shoot a video, and that video would look like some of our home videos, but it was dope because we loved the music and we saw ourselves in those videos, and it was just a great experience. And it also brought back sort of that idea of bringing back community viewing and community expression. Well, those are the 3 reasons why I love the Finesse video by Bruno Mars featuring Cardi B. If you have any thoughts, please comment below. If you like this video, put a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to the channel, because I will be creating more dope videos like this to teach you how to think creatively and create dope videos. Until the next time, peace!